What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Driven to Review. Today I got a really fun video for you guys. I have my guy Ryder. Check out his socials down in the description. I'll post them all there. He custom welded me some off-road pipes, some Cattless downpipes, if you will. Really cool system. So what we did is we took the original, like the OEM cats, and we put flanges on them, and then we took the pipes that he made and put some flanges on it, so at any point I can like go in and like switch them between the cats or the pipes if I want to. Super dope. Check these out. Pictures right here. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty sweet. I can't wait to see what it sounds like. He's about to finish up, so yeah, let's just get him on there. I'll give you guys some audio clips. I currently have the Ghost Cam tune loaded, so I'm really excited to see how that sounds. But yeah, let's just go check it out. All right, guys, so we just got the tubes put on. It's gonna be sweet. Let's just start it up. So this will be a cold start. I think I'm gonna cold start it in quiet mode, just so I can hear like kind of what it will sound like in quiet mode for like mornings. But yeah, not much to say. Let's just hear what it sounds like. What's up, guys? Sorry, it's a couple days later. Figured I'd finish this video after I drove it around a little bit and got kind of some opinions on it. So I'm about to start it up again. This is on E85 now. When I started up early in this video, it was on 91 on the Ghost Cam tune, so it's a little bit different, but I did go ahead and make these little muffler dampeners, if you will, for cold starts. This is the exhaust side, or this is the muffler side, and this is the straight side. So I blocked the straight side and then added this in for the straight side. I haven't tested on a cold start yet, but I did it on a warm start, and they did stay in there, but I'd be surprised if they stood in there for this cold start. So I guess let's just try it out and see what happens. Like I got to work on the seal on the left side for both of them, but it didn't actually make a huge difference. It's actually really quiet, thankfully. So it looks like I just got to work on the left side here, but once I do that, it looks like it'll be looking pretty good. So that's good to know. So for quiet mornings, I can kind of get in there and start it up without pissing off my neighbors, which is nice. You can already hear it. I also don't think this started in quiet mode, so my valves are open. Oh yeah, my valves are not open. They don't close like all the way, so it doesn't make a good seal, but works pretty well. I mean, compared to a very loud normal cold start, I just have to seal those up a little bit better. So yeah, let me hook you guys up here. I'll just talk about it for a second, and then we'll close out the video. Pretty short video, just trying to show you guys kind of what it's all about. So, all right, guys. So let's just talk about this real quick. So, right off the bat, you know, I've had this for about 2 days since I filmed the first segment of this video. I did end up scheduling my quiet start to be like 24/7, so no matter what time it is, it always starts in quiet mode. You know, when I was first doing my research into this, you know, people were like, oh, you know, yeah, it'll make your car louder and it'll smell, but like not by too much. That is extremely incorrect. It makes your car very, very much louder, significantly louder. My exhaust setup right now is, so it's the stock headers to those off-road pipes, into an X pipe, and then back to the back of the car where there's a muffler, and then there's a straight, you know, there's a section without the muffler. So with the active exhaust, if I close the valves, all of that sound goes into the muffler, and if it's in track mode, all of that sound just comes straight through the pipes and skips the muffler. So in track mode, it's just straight pipe. There's nothing from, except for the X pipe. I know some people wouldn't consider that being straight pipe. Except for the X pipe, there's nothing in the way of the exhaust, you know, out of the headers into the back of the car. So it is extremely loud. Yesterday, for the first time, I was outside of the car and I had my buddy rev it, and then he revved it in quiet mode, and I was like, yeah, like this is loud, like, you know, in quiet mode it's extremely loud. But then he put it in track mode and it was like, ow, like like my eardrums were like hurting a little bit. So don't take it lightly. You know, if I would say, you know, if you live in a state where doing stuff like this isn't a big deal, and you know that's what you want, go for it. But just be careful when you're in states that won't be too happy about this. It is extremely loud, especially like if you're already running, you know, like a catback. Yeah, I'd say be very careful about doing this. If you have like an axle back, I mean, it might not be that bad. Like I'm ordering the MagnaFlow's resonator for this exhaust system, so I'm going to throw that in there and hopefully it helps. I know it'll kind of ruin like the sound of being dogless on the car. But I'm going to try it out, see what that sounds like. It's just a V-band clamp, so I can swap it out just kind of whenever. And also I can just throw the cats back on. It's no big deal. But the only thing to me are the cold starts, because the cold start is obnoxiously loud. Like obviously I like it, but it's just not realistic for me. You know, when I live around, you know, neighbors and whatnot. Live in a neighborhood, you don't want to be doing that, you know, 5 o'clock in the morning, especially outside of your garage. So yeah, be careful about that. It does smell pretty bad. It's as I mentioned before, I ended up switching to the E85 tune. I'm looking to get the E85 Ghost Cam tune pretty quick here. It looks like you have to buy Lund's multi-tune if you want to have another Ghost Cam option. Like I have the Ghost Cam option for 91, but if you want to get it for 85, they like make you get the multi-tune, which is like another $500. Which the multi-tune, the only advantages to it are if you have, you know, power adders, if you want to use your customizable like flex, which is the option I'm getting, so I can run any kind of blend of E85 and 91 whenever I want, which is pretty cool. But like you're not really getting any power gains out of it. Obviously your power gains in the stock, like, you know, naturally aspirated setup is going to be from your E85. So even if you're running like, you know, like an E35, E40 blend, it's not really going to make a huge difference. But anyway, enough of that. So the smell on E85 is not that bad. When I was on the Ghost Cam tune and I would stop at a stoplight, I'd get pretty gassed out of the car. Like it's pretty crazy. I checked the exhaust for leaks, no leaks. He did an awesome job. So it's not that, it's just kind of the air from the exhaust coming back into the car. I did get a carbon monoxide alarm, and just I threw it in the back of the car under the seat. You just never know. I'd rather be safe than sorry. You know, it's not something worth taking the risk for. So I do have that. But on E85, it's really not too bad. I know when I had the cats in there when I was running E85, it definitely had a very pure like ethanol smell to it. But now there's no cats. The ethanol smell does kind of correlate. I mean, it smells like normal gas, but just not as bad. You do still kind of smell that ethanol smell. It kind of smells like a cheap vodka coming out of the exhaust. But you do still smell a little bit of the gas, but it's not that bad. I would say if you're gonna daily drive on a car that's a dogless, I would say to aim for the E85 tune, just for people around you and whatnot, because it's no joke. Like it's pretty crazy, especially like getting off the freeway. Like if you're getting off the freeway on an exit ramp, you stop, it does start to get pretty heavy in the cabin. But other than that, he did a great job. Obviously, I love the sound of it. It's much louder than I thought it would be, especially out in, you know, states like this where they don't want your exhaust being above, I don't remember what it is. I think at like 3,000 RPM, it's supposed to be no louder than like 93 or 95 decibels or something like that, which is like extremely quiet. The car, the 5.0 stock, the active exhaust in sport mode is the loudest you can go. Obviously, when you put it in the track mode, you get that like warning. That's just telling you that, you know, in track mode with the exhaust open like that, it is going to be illegally loud, if you will. I never thought it, I mean, I think it sounds good, but I think you're just missing a lot of that like 5.0 sound in track mode on the stock exhaust. Obviously, I think the X pipe is the way to go. I've said that before, but you know, a lot of people don't like the X pipes and like the H pipes instead. So I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm excited to try out this resonator, just to see how that sounds. I mean, I know it's going to dampen the sound quite a bit, but I'm hoping it'll be right where I kind of want it to be. What else? Yeah, the other thing is, like, I know like a lot of the times, especially in like state, obviously I know in like most every state you have to have dogs on your car. Like you can't not have dogs because it's illegal. So I know a lot of people weld like coffee cans around the pipes just to make it look like it, so they do a mirror inspection. It kind of tricks them a little bit, but I don't think that's real. I'm not going to try and do that. It kind of sounds stupid. So just be wary of like the things you're doing, because it's pretty gnarly. So not much to say about that. I'll update you guys once I get the resonator put on. We'll see how it sounds. Hopefully it dampens it quite a bit. So we'll just see about that. But yeah, guys, try to keep this video a little shorter. I uploaded a couple shorts recently, but I'm gonna post some more. I'm gonna try and get a good, like, I'm gonna throw the GoPro on the back of the car so you guys can kind of get a better, like outside, get a better listen to it, see how it sounds. Yeah, and I was just saying I'm really happy with it. But again, just in places like this, it's not the safest thing to do to your car. But yeah, I did get a check engine light. I put the J-style defowlers in it with medium insert. I got it on the 91 and the 85 tune, so I'm gonna try next time I get under there, I'm gonna try putting the small plugs in the defowlers to see if that helps. But it's no big deal because I can clear the things that pop up on the car, so it's not a huge deal to me. But just be mindful of that. Yeah, so not much to say, guys. I'll update you guys kind of once I make all those modifications and start shading things up. But yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in. As always, drive safe, but have fun. Ryan out.